Now, in other news, an obscure metal that could energize our world. It's called thorium. It's eco-friendly.
And scientists say there's so much of it that it can produce more energy than all of the world's oil, coal, and uranium combined.
Now there's a new generation of younger people who see the potential for nuclear power, who find it an exciting field.
If we build the machine that makes it possible to extract thorium, then the energy crisis is over for the next few million years.
Hi, I'm Frankie.
And I'm Des.
And we are making a film about thorium.
So about 2 years ago we found out about thorium for the first time, and we thought it was so interesting we had to make a movie about it.
So what is thorium?
It's slightly radioactive, which means that it can be used as a nuclear fuel, and it produces an incredible amount of energy.
Alright, picture this. You've got a lump of thorium in your pocket. Around the same size as a lump of coal. Well, that lump of thorium in the right kind of reactor contains the same amount of energy as 3.5 million lumps of coal.
As a planet, we're running out of energy. The fossil fuels will be gone soon and we need something to replace them. Now, this stuff, thorium, is everywhere.
Occurrence of thorium is very high. There's a lot of thorium out there. You have sort of the compelling idea that you don't have to throw away 90-something% of the thorium when you try and enrich it for use in fuel.
So how do we get the energy out of that extracted? Well, there's a couple of ways, but probably the most interesting way is how they did it in the 1960s in America with an experimental reactor.
Yeah, this was called a molten salt reactor, and it proved that not only is it possible to get this energy from thorium, but you can do it in a way that's much, much safer and much, much greener than traditional nuclear reactors.
When we look at nuclear power, we also need to recognise there are innovations and development in terms of new types of nuclear power, not the conventional ones that are being planned in countries like the UK now or being built in China now, but another generation, a different type of nuclear power plant, and the molten salt thorium reactors are the prime example of that.
And it sounds to me like one of those technologies that we should be seeing government research and development deployed to understand whether it does actually have the kinds of merits that are claimed for it, and if it does, then to begin looking at ways in which we might build up that technology.
So the question is, if it's so amazing, then why aren't we using it already? Why is it ignored by the existing nuclear industry? And do we even need thorium if we have wind and solar power?
So to answer those questions, we decided to go out and make a documentary about it. So we went around travelling around the world, talking to as many people as possible who are involved with the creation of one of these nuclear reactors.
If there is a molten salt commercial reactor at Fukushima site, situation is very different.
A thorium plant that overheats for some reason and has a self-shutdown isn't going to hurt anybody.
And then on top of that, if you look at what other countries are doing, like India and China, they seem to come to similar conclusions, and so that might reinforce the idea that it's something that you might want to look into.
I think renewables, they have to be developed, but they are not going to be the solution on the long term, because there is only so much that can be gotten from renewable energy sources.
Of course, not everybody agrees.
I don't know this kind of energy, and I'm not sure that it's a good solution. I think that a solution is to say goodbye to nuclear.
Nuclear energy in general is an advanced technology, and so we have sun, we have wind, we have wood, we have many things, many other solutions instead of nuclear.
We're not making a technical film. The film is about a very complex issue, but it's told in very, very simple terms.
Essentially, we're trying to make an optimistic film. It's about the power of human creativity to solve enormous problems like climate change or an energy crisis.
We've got some really, really, really great footage, but we've done it all on a shoestring budget, just out of our own pockets, literally. We've travelled all over the UK and Europe and all over USA, just trying to find the human story.
So unfortunately now, everything that can be done on a shoestring budget has been done. Everything that's required to finish this movie will take some money.
The number one thing we have to do is we have to spread the word. We have to tell people how this works.
There seems to be something of a vacuum in our understanding about the engineering and even the proliferation issues. You know, there's more sort of vague discussion and confusion than I'd like to see.
By contributing to this project, not only will you be helping to make a great movie, you'll also be helping to tell the world about an energy source that could supply all of humanity's energy needs for the next 1,000 years or more.
This film has been our life for the past 2 years. We're absolutely terrified at the prospect of having to stop. It'd be really, 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 really great if you're able to help us.
Yeah, thanks for considering to fund us, and thank you for watching.
Cheers, thank you.